Hey there, everybody. It's Mr. Remedies back with day 2 of this week's lesson in reading language arts. Today, we're talking about the fact that biographers use facts, to reveal something important about their subject's personality. Okay? As always, you know the deal. You know what's coming. It's unavoidable. Learning goals, success criteria. Let's see what's up with today's lesson. Oh, buddy, I tell you, we got a great goal today. Our learning goal is that we are learning to infer a subject's personality traits and, big word time, motivations from the facts and details the biographer includes. Okay? We have some things that can kind of help us guide us, let us know we're on the right track. Those are our success criteria. Today, they are that I can define and identify traits, I can define personality, I can define motivation, and I can identify facts in a biography. Okay? You hit those 4 things along the way, I think we'll wind up where we need to be, successful, right on our goal. So let's look at a couple of those definitions right now. 4 definitions for you today. First definition on your screen is a trait. We talked about this recently. A trait is a characteristic. Okay. Second word we need to be concerned with there is personality. When we talk about a person's personality, we are talking about all the qualities of a person that makes that person different from others. Okay. And if you got a keen eye out there, you see the word persons in the definition, and we call it a personality. There you go. Right. And today we're concerned about motivation. And the definition of motivation is the thing inside of us that helps us to want to do things and finish them. Okay. It's kind of hard to determine what motivation is, but we know it's just that thing inside of us. Okay. So let's look at a picture, not a picture, but let's look at a piece of text that can really help us practice the skill of inferring a subject's personality based on the facts that the biographer included. So using this piece of text, how would you describe Jackson Pollock? Right? Would you say that he is unique? He's not like other artists? Well, I think that's probably a good thing, but how do I know he's unique? The word unique doesn't appear on my text, but boom, check me out. I got not Jackson here. I got the phrase not Jackson. I got the phrase not Jackson. Boom, 3 times. This tells me that this is an important part of the personality trait, but it tells me indirectly. So, pow! Inferring right there. I know without being told that Jackson Pollock is unique. I inferred that he was unique, that he was not like other artists based on what I read. Boom, how about that? Right? Authors use more facts to reveal their subject's personality. So again, we're staying with Action Jackson. We're going to page 14 through 16, and we see it there on our screen. The next afternoon, Jackson prowls around the canvas studying his work, but he doesn't pick up his brush. Instead, he walks the beach past the sandy marshes and the tall spartina grass that waves in the breeze. He spends hours sitting on a grassy dune watching the gulls. In the barn, the layers of paint dry. Almost a week passes before he dips a brush and begins his dance. What is he thinking? Does he see the sunlit beach, the pattern of waves, the interlacing branches of the trees, the lush summer grass outside his studio? All right, guys, so let's look at this piece of text a little bit more closely. And how would you continue to describe Jackson Pollock using this piece of text? Let me get a little closer to the screen, give it a good little read again. I bet we could say that he's motivated or inspired by nature. It says that he takes walks on the beach. It also asks, what he's thinking. Does he see the sunlit beach, the pattern of waves, the interlacing branches of the trees? So I think he's motivated or inspired by nature, but I do not see either one of those words on the screen. I do not see them in the text. Okay? How else could we further describe him? Let's look again. I bet he is careful and patient and that he doesn't rush his work. Now, that sentence doesn't appear on our screen, so what makes us think that? Let's look at that text evidence. It says that he doesn't pick up his brush, even though he's standing right next to the painting. And it says that almost a week passes before he dips a brush and begins his dance. Right? So I think that he is careful, he wants to do a very good job at his painting, and that he doesn't rush his work. How did I figure that out? Pow! Boom! Right there on your screen. I inferred. You betcha I did. Right? I used my good inferencing skills, and I knew that without being told directly because I looked at the evidence. Right. Let's just kind of use a handy-dandy little chart to organize those two examples and see how this all ties together. Okay, so in our handy-dandy little chart, we're examining the fact that authors use facts to reveal their subjects' personalities or motivation. So in Jackson Pollock's case, I know what he's like. I know that he's different from other painters and that he's inspired by nature because the biographer shows me that by writing how Pollock did the opposite of most painters, like no base coat. He used regular house paint. He didn't even use brush. Okay, and I know that he's inspired by nature because the biographer told about Pollock walking along the beach and sitting for hours on the grassy dunes. Okay, I know that he did those things because the biographer wrote in such a way that helped me infer that. Okay. Let's move on to a review. Oh yeah, so biographers choose to include facts that reveal their subject's personality, traits, and motivations. Traits are characteristics. Motivation is the thing inside all of us that helps us to want to do things and finish them. We saw that Jackson Pollock's motivation sometimes was the nature around him. Biographers include facts and details, but we, the reader, must infer the subject's personality. And that, in my humble opinion, is where the joy of reading comes from, is because I'm getting involved in that as a reader. So that's our lesson for today on the way biographers include facts that help us infer their subject's personality and motivations. Okay? I've been Mr. Remedies. You've been amazing. You know that's true. And we will see you mañana. Bye for now, guys.